Hi guys, how are you? 12 days? Yep. Well, today's video is getting to know me a little bit better. I thought I would start sharing some of the things I've done. I've done a lot. Jack of all trades, I master none. Sometimes that's better than one. Okay. So before I carry on, hi, my name is Leedy, MC. My channel is a little this, a little that. I'm like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but I hope it's fun or interesting. And so if you are visiting for the first time, I'm hoping that you may consider subscribing to my channel, that little red button right there, and join us. And that little bell at the very top, if you push on that, that just means you're going to get a notification when I put on a video, but don't count on it. YouTube has a whole mathematical thing that happens before you may get one. So you might have to come looking for me. And then, of course, I would really appreciate a comment. Let me know that you're new. And also a thumbs up is really, really appreciated. And all my other subscribers, my supporters, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Okay, I don't normally put out a video if you're new to my channel, I don't normally do one every day, but I kind of said, okay, I'm going to do one every day for 30 days working up to my birthday. What was I thinking? Okay, so today, guys, part of my journey I want to talk about a little bit is going to be about this. And I thought, well, I love variety, guys. I'm competitive. I love variety. I thrive when I am challenged. I thrive when I have projects and I want to figure them out and I want to get her done. That's just my personality. And I hope I never stop. I think if I actually stopped doing that, I would just like croak. I really do think that, because I'm always looking for something or doing something. Now, for me now, it's YouTube, right? Because I went, you know what? I can do this. And I told my grandkids, we watch, Oma's going to do this. There's no reason I can't. Age, it's not about age. It's about here, attitude, heart, whatever. Your gut, I'm doing it and I can do it. So, yeah, so I thrive on that. But keeping in mind, we're all different. I have girlfriends that what keeps them alive and what excites them is their golf games, or I've got a girlfriend who's into her horses totally. I've got friends that are into quilting and sewing. We're all different. That's the box of chocolate that I think is wonderful, because makes us all interesting. And when we get together, it's really, really cool. Okay, but what is Leedy all about? Well, you know what? I've always had a love for cars. When I was in junior high, you had to take home economics. Some of you aren't even going to recognize that. Home economics, where you learned to be a cook and sew your apron. I think if you ask if your mother is around my age, I'm sure she made an apron in home economics. So anyway, but I thought that was extremely boring. And you know what? Life has taught me to be a pretty darn good cook. And I never had any interest in sewing, so that's okay. I can do the basics. I wanted to take power mechanics. I was interested in power mechanics. And I remember going to our principal, and his name was Mr. Lindsay, and made a request to go to power mechanics. And he said, well, girls don't take power mechanics. You're going to take home economics. That's where the girls go. And I go, well, I don't really want to take that. I'd like to do power mechanics. And I love cars. So what the heck? That's where I needed to be. Anyhow, I convinced him to let me into power mechanics. I got great, awesome grades because, of course, I had all this help from all these great guys that I went to school with that were in power mechanics. I learned how to hone a piston. I helped them drop an engine out of a car. Now, prior to this, or during this time, I was also working in a gas station. I was a gas jockey. And so I learned how to put cars on a hoist. I could grease a car. I knew where to find all the nipples on a car. I loved it. And I still love it, actually. So, yeah, cars were my thing. So it took me till 1997 to get into the car business. And what happened was very, very good friends of ours, actually, they stood up for us when Bill and I got married. And one time we were over sitting in their beautiful backyard, and Dawn said to me, you know, Leedy, you should sell cars because you get so passionate about stuff, and you've been selling an intangible, which I was at the time, and you would probably love it and you'd be good at it. You should sell cars because you love cars. And I went, no, okay, well, maybe I will. So anyway, I took a business manager's course. I thought, well, maybe I'm not going to sell cars. Maybe I'll be a business manager. So I took the course and I did that job for about 3 months. And I went, yeah, that's not me. I'm too much of a straight shooter. That part in the car business is it's a money maker. It's probably, you know, I think it's the best place to be, or it used to be the best place to be in the car business. I think we have become a lot more educated, and there's not as many secrets now. When you go to buy a car, everything is pretty well in black and white. And so, yeah, I did that for 3 months, and I knew it wasn't for me. I thought, you know what, I need to sell cars. So I actually went into leasing for a bit, only because I couldn't get a job where I wanted. And I wanted a job. I wanted to sell racy cars. And I didn't think, I thought at 47, I'm not like 22 years old. I didn't think I had to start at a Honda store or something like that. I wanted to start at, well, BMW, Mercedes. I know Porsche would have been great too. I wanted a higher end car. Anyway, Mercedes didn't work out for me because they only hired seasoned salespeople. That's what I was told, and got a pat on my head and scooted me out the door. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to get a job one of these stores. I mean, I'm going to do it. Anyhow, long story short, BMW hired me. Park Shore BMW, North Shore, they're still there. And I had great, great support from awesome, awesome guys that I worked with. My sales manager was terrific. The owners of the store were terrific too, because you know what? They took a chance on me. They thought, wow, there aren't very many saleswomen. There were a handful. I mean, if there were women in car dealerships anywhere, you knew about them because there were so few of us. So it was really cool to almost like kind of be a pioneer. It's not the case the way it is now, but it was back in the 90s. So anyhow, I got the job. I did really well. So I'm going to share the article with you. Okay, so if I leave you with anything in my 70 years, I would leave you with this, and my father taught me this, okay? And I don't care what job you're in, or even if it's YouTube, okay? When you're climbing the ladder of success, be kind, be courteous, be careful who you step on, because you never know who you're going to run into on the way down. I'm sure you've heard it before, but keep that in mind when you're doing your life. I think that applies anytime, anywhere. Okay, see you tomorrow. Have a good one.